A memorable backyard is rarely created by filling it with more things. In fact, some of the most inviting outdoor spaces feel special because they are simple, comfortable, and designed around the way people actually live. Rustic outdoor living takes that idea even further, using natural materials, generous shelter, and relaxed gathering areas to turn an ordinary backyard into an extension of the home. Instead of being a place you occasionally look at through the window, the garden becomes somewhere you genuinely want to spend your mornings, afternoons, and evenings.
Before we delve into our exploration, allow us to extend a warm welcome back to Amica Studio. For those joining us for the first time, we invite you to subscribe for more captivating insights into home and interior design inspiration.
Rustic backyard ideas with covered patios, outdoor kitchens, and beautiful outdoor living. Imagine stepping outside beneath a covered patio where warm timber beams frame the view. Natural stone grounds the space, and a gentle breeze moves through the surrounding greenery. Nearby, an outdoor kitchen makes it easy to prepare lunch without disappearing from the conversation, while a long dining table waits beneath soft shade. There might be children moving between the lawn and patio, someone pouring coffee beside the kitchen counter, or friends settling into deep chairs as the late afternoon light turns golden. Throughout these rustic backyard ideas, we will explore how covered patios, outdoor kitchens, comfortable seating, layered landscaping, warm lighting, and thoughtful indoor-outdoor connections can completely change the experience of a home. Some ideas are generous and expansive, while others can be adapted to much smaller outdoor spaces. What matters most is not how large or expensive the backyard appears, but how naturally it invites people to stay. And as we move from welcoming pathways to sheltered patios and evening gathering spaces, you may discover that the most valuable outdoor upgrade is simply creating more reasons to spend time together. One, let the backyard experience begin before the door opens. What if the first hint of a wonderful backyard appeared before you ever reached the patio? A rustic home begins telling its outdoor story through the approach. Gravel underfoot, weathered stone edging, climbing greenery, timber details, and planting that feels relaxed rather than perfectly controlled. The entrance does not need to compete for attention. Instead, it quietly suggests that something warmer is waiting beyond the house. You might arrive in the late afternoon, while sunlight catches ornamental grasses beside the path and leaves move against a wooden fence. A welcoming home does not reveal everything at once. It gives you a reason to keep walking. That sense of discovery can continue through small changes in level, framed garden views, or a pathway that naturally leads toward the rear of the property. Repeating one or two materials, perhaps stone around the entry, and again beside the patio, helps the entire home feel connected without becoming overly coordinated. Even modest landscaping can guide movement when plants are positioned to soften edges rather than block them. Imagine coming home after a busy day and seeing a glimpse of the backyard through a side opening before you even enter. The promise of quiet is already there. And once the path finally reaches the main living spaces, daylight begins to take over the story. Two, shape indoor rooms around the changing light outside. The most captivating living room may not be the one with the most impressive furniture, but the one that changes every hour because of what is happening beyond the glass. Large windows and generous openings allow the backyard to become part of the room, bringing shifting tree shadows, garden colors, and moving daylight into everyday life. Morning light may fall softly across timber floors, while the afternoon creates deeper patterns along plaster walls. On rainy days, the same window becomes a quiet place to watch water gather on leaves. When a room follows the rhythm of daylight, it never feels completely still. The key is not simply making openings larger. It is positioning them where they frame something worth noticing. A tree, a covered terrace, a small garden bed, or even a textured boundary wall can become a calm visual anchor. Sofas can face slightly toward these views, rather than automatically pointing everything toward a television. Imagine reading beside an open door while a breeze moves through the room and someone prepares lunch nearby. Indoor comfort remains protected, yet the outdoors never feels distant. This gradual connection prepares the house for the place where daily routines, food, and conversation begin flowing freely between inside and out. Three, turn cooking and dining into one long gathering space. Why should cooking separate the person preparing food from everyone already enjoying the backyard? In the most inviting rustic homes, the kitchen, dining area, family room, and terrace behave less like individual rooms and more like parts of the same gathering place. Wide openings allow movement to continue naturally toward the covered patio, while similar wood tones, stone surfaces, or simple furniture create visual continuity. Picture a slow Saturday morning, coffee being poured inside, breakfast plates moving toward the outdoor table, children passing through open doors, and fresh air entering without anyone thinking about where one room officially ends. The best gathering spaces make togetherness feel accidental. An outdoor kitchen becomes especially effective when it sits close enough to the indoor kitchen that ingredients, dishes, and drinks can move easily between them. A grill, generous work surface, small sink, and practical storage are often more valuable than filling the area with complicated equipment. Nearby seating keeps the cook connected to conversation, while a large table gives meals room to stretch into the afternoon. Rustic design works beautifully here because small marks, weathered textures, and natural variation make the space feel better with use. From these active family areas, the house needs somewhere quieter to retreat, and that contrast makes the private rooms even more restorative. Four, create quiet corners that feel protected from the world. After a home opens generously toward family life and the backyard, privacy becomes even more meaningful. Bedrooms, bathrooms, and small reading corners can provide the slower side of the experience. Using softer light, garden glimpses, and carefully framed views instead of complete exposure. Imagine waking to filtered morning sun rather than harsh brightness, opening a window and hearing leaves moving outside before the rest of the house becomes active. A chair beside a bedroom window might become the place for a few pages of a book at night. Rest often begins with the feeling that nothing outside the room is demanding your attention. Natural materials can make these private spaces feel connected to the rustic character of the backyard without turning them into themed interiors. Timber furniture, woven textures, soft linen, stone, and warm neutral surfaces are usually enough. In bathrooms, a high window or planted courtyard can bring in daylight while maintaining privacy. The practical lesson is simple. Not every opening needs to be large. Some of the most comforting views are carefully edited. When public and private spaces offer different emotional experiences, the entire home feels richer. And after these quieter rooms, the backyard becomes even more powerful when it opens into the sheltered outdoor heart of the home. Five, make the covered patio the place everyone naturally chooses. Here is where the house truly changes character. A covered patio is more than protection from weather. It creates the confidence to live outside more often. Deep shade makes summer afternoons comfortable. A solid roof allows meals to continue when rain begins. And timber beams overhead give an open garden a sense of enclosure without cutting it off from nature. Imagine lunch slowly becoming an afternoon conversation while someone starts preparing dinner at the outdoor kitchen nearby. Children move between lawn and table, drinks remain within reach, and nobody feels the need to go inside. A great outdoor room makes staying outside easier than leaving it. The strongest layouts usually organize the patio around several simple activities instead of one oversized seating arrangement. A dining table can sit near the outdoor kitchen, while deeper lounge chairs face the garden or an outdoor fireplace. Ceiling fans, soft lighting, and durable furniture extend comfort through changing seasons. Stone flooring handles weather gracefully, while timber overhead brings warmth that prevents the area from feeling too hard. Even a smaller backyard can borrow this principle by giving one section proper shelter and a clear purpose. As evening arrives, the materials and lighting begin transforming this practical outdoor room into something softer, warmer, and far more atmospheric. Six, let natural materials grow better with time. There is something reassuring about a backyard that does not need to remain flawless. Rustic materials are especially suited to outdoor living because weather, use, and age can deepen their character rather than ruin it. Timber beams slowly soften in tone, stone develops variation, metal gains a gentle patina, and woven furniture settles naturally into the landscape. During the day, these textures feel grounded and relaxed. After sunset, warm lights reveal entirely different surfaces and shadows. Imagine finishing dinner while small wall lights glow against stone and pendant lights illuminate the outdoor table. Some spaces become more beautiful when they are allowed to show that life has happened there. Layering a few honest materials usually creates more warmth than introducing too many decorative finishes. Repeating the same stone in a kitchen counter, garden wall, or fireplace can visually tie separate areas together, while wood softens larger architectural surfaces. Lighting is equally important. One strong ceiling light can flatten the atmosphere, whereas several lower, warmer sources create depth and intimacy. Add lantern-style fixtures, discrete path lighting, or illumination beneath shelves where it serves a purpose. These choices prepare the backyard for its most meaningful role, not simply looking attractive at night, but becoming the place where ordinary family moments slowly turn into memories. Seven, design the backyard around the life you actually want. Perhaps the biggest lesson from these rustic outdoor spaces has nothing to do with style. It is about deciding which parts of everyday life deserve more room. A covered patio invites breakfast outside before the day becomes busy. An outdoor kitchen encourages people to stay together while food is prepared. Comfortable seating makes a 10-minute conversation last an hour. Even the simple act of opening a door and feeling fresh air can change the mood of an evening. A meaningful home is measured less by how much space it contains than by how often its spaces bring people together. That is why thoughtful outdoor living often feels more valuable than expensive decoration. The backyard becomes useful because it supports real routines. Coffee before work, children playing within sight, friends gathered around dinner, or two people sitting quietly after everyone else has gone inside. Designing for these moments might mean choosing deeper shade instead of another decorative feature, adding storage near the outdoor kitchen, or protecting seating from wind and rain. Comfort makes the space returnable. When people naturally choose the same place again and again, architecture has done something important. It has created not just another part of the property, but a setting for the life unfolding there. Conclusion. Rustic backyard ideas become truly memorable when covered patios, outdoor kitchens, garden views, and natural materials work together to make everyday life feel easier. The beauty is not found only in timber beams, textured stone, glowing lights, or a well-positioned dining table. It appears in what those elements allow to happen. Breakfast beneath the patio roof, dinner prepared while everyone stays nearby, children moving between the garden and the house, or a quiet evening spent listening to rain without needing to retreat indoors. Thoughtful outdoor living does not require the largest yard or the most expensive finishes. It requires understanding how shelter, comfort, nature, and connection can support the routines people already love. When those priorities guide the design, the backyard stops feeling like leftover space behind the house and begins feeling essential to the home itself. The most unforgettable outdoor spaces are not the ones we admire from a distance, but the ones that make us want to stay a little longer.